there, scientists. It's PS Science time. Today, we're talking about weather mapping. Hi there, scientists. Well, I'm all packed and ready to go on a trip. But I have one problem. I don't know where to go. Maybe I should consult my globe. There's just so many cool places. How do I decide? They're all just so different. Different parts of the world have different geography, climates, and even different wildlife, plants and animals. Climate is made up of three things: precipitation, how much falling water; temperature, how hot or how cold some place is; and elevation, how high or low some place is. There's an invisible line that divides the Earth in half, kind of like the Earth is wearing a belt right around its middle. This is called the equator. The equator divides the Earth into the northern hemisphere, above the equator, and the southern hemisphere, below the equator. Hemi means half, and sphere is a 3D circle. The Earth is a sphere. The Earth is not straight up and down. It's actually tilted on its axis, like this. Because of this tilt, when the sun shines on the Earth, the area around the equator gets the most direct sunlight, and the areas above and below the equator get indirect sunlight. This diagram shows what we just saw with the flashlight. The most sunlight strikes right in the middle of the Earth because the Earth is tilted, like it's pointing its belly out. So the area around the equator and right above and below the equator get the most sunlight. And because it's tilted, the areas at the top and the bottom get the least amount of sunlight. So how does this affect climate? The Earth can be divided into 4 climate regions: the tropical region, the desert region, the temperate region, and the polar region. The tropical region is the area right around the equator. Because it gets the most direct sunlight, the temperatures are warm year-round, and they also get a lot of precipitation. Warmth plus precipitation means humidity. Because of the warmth and abundant water, they also have a lot of plants. Because so much precipitation falls in the tropical region, by the time the clouds move up or below to the desert, there isn't a lot of precipitation left. The desert falls in something called a rain shadow. A desert is actually a place that is defined by not having much precipitation. There are actually cold deserts too. Most deserts are quite warm, so animals and plants need to be able to survive without water and in heat. The temperate region above and below the desert has more precipitation because the clouds have had time to pick up that precipitation, and have 4 distinct seasons, including 2 warm seasons and 2 cooler seasons. The polar region, at the top and bottom of the Earth, gets the least amount of direct sunlight, so the climate stays cool pretty much year-round. Much of it is covered in ice. Okay, well, I guess I have to narrow it down. Well, I could choose a hemisphere, northern or southern. Maybe I should go by climate. Polar, tropical, temperate, or the desert. Well, I really don't like heat. I like someplace cold. So, Antarctica it is. I better go pack. Let's see here. What have we got? These are perfect. Bon voyage, scientists!
Okay, scientists, thanks for watching. Did you enjoy that lesson? Subscribe below to see more fun science videos. You can also become a member of PS Science on Patreon to support what we're doing. See you next time!